All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for joining us tonight. We greatly appreciate it. Make sure you click that subscribe button, that like button, and everything else in between. Let me check myself real quick. Give me a second. I want to make sure. All right, we sound good. All right, tonight we're going to talk about, for a brief time, the Nolan Wells case out there in Mississippi. And, you know, we've seen this same story happen many times before. A black person have gone out with all white friends and they don't come back. Or something strange happens to this black person. We've seen this pattern. And understand, pattern recognition is a powerful thing if you learn to always look for patterns. Look for patterns, listen for, watch for what people do, watch what people say, look at stories, look at whatever you're doing, but look for patterns in everything. Trust me, watching for patterns helps you learn and even sometimes predict when you know how to do what's called pattern recognition, okay? That is a very wise thing to do. And black people practice that. Well, hopefully a lot of us don't practice it. But what happened with our young brother, we've seen happen many, many times before. And we got to talk about it. Now, we definitely going to switch over to the app a little later because I'm going to give a certain opinion here within reason. And then I got to give really a good safety tips, more so on the app. I can't really do that here because I want to say things where I want to say them, right? And is safety first when I'm talking about safety. We have to be safe in America at all times. And we have to learn that just because someone's smiling in your face don't mean they don't have ill will or ill intent towards you. You also have to understand with the particular culture, and I've seen this before too many times, once again, pattern recognition. Maybe with each other, one-on-one, everything is good, but when they get in packs, and sometimes they are pressured into participating in white supremacy, and they a lot of times fall to do it. And a lot of times the black person is shocked when they see this thing happen to them. Seen this happen so many times before. I remember the other story where nothing happened to the black boy, but he got hurt. Well, he was the only one there in this barn party. And they jumped up on him they just jumped on him. He's the only one there. And everybody like, why are you there? Why? Everybody always asks this question. Why? Like, what you want them different ones? You want to be friends with black people? Is that what it is? We have all kind of black people in the community. Not everybody is a stereotype. You got some black people that's do things that they could be in anime. They can be in whatever. Right? They don't have to be a stereotypical black person. There's friends you can find in the black community somewhere, somehow. And I'm going to tell you this. I was thinking about this before we got started. There are plenty of white people who go with black people all the time. They go to clubs with their black friends. They're the only white girl in the bunch. She goes home safe. Matter of fact, if anybody stepped to her crazy, black people going to jump up. Her black friends going to jump on them. Right? A white guy can have black friends, and he could be the only one, and he always comes home safe. White people admit that they feel more safe around black people than their own. See, that don't happen to white people when they go with us. We make sure they're good because they are a different community. But on the other side, that's a different story, ladies and gentlemen. But, okay, Park Hill, Colorado. Shout out to Park Hill, Colorado. All right, so let's go ahead on and run this real quick, and we'll be right back. And let's get into this particular story because we have also some video we need to review real quick as well. So let's cue this up, and we'll be right back. Okay, I don't know what's wrong with the video. I guess we ain't going to use that one. Let's just use this.
And him inspired.
We've been through too much to...
In H-Town, we want news that speaks truth, just like we do.
ADNC keeps me informed and him inspired.
We've been through too much to trust mainstream media. This feels like us.
From the D to the diaspora, ADNC is how I stay woke.
We binge ADNC like it's Netflix, but smarter.
They speak on us, but never for us.
ADNC does.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and also want to thank you for joining us on the African Diaspora News Channel app. We're going to be switching to that tonight. We're always streaming simultaneously on the app when we do this here, because we'll switch over, or sometimes we just do streams directly on the app as well. That is the place where you get everything, our platform. And remember, as I said before, here it's leasing. You know, someone told me today that something happened to somebody, somebody's channel and all this other stuff. And I say, you see why I'm so focused on pushing the app, and why I say we need 1% of our audience to be there, right? And a person have no strikes, no copyright strikes, no none of that. That's what happens now. It was never like that before, but ever since, I got to be careful what I say here. Like I said, the AI is reading everything I'm saying. So we need 1% of our audience to join us on the app. That's it, $9.99. I was talking to one of the brothers at the barbershop today, and he had a Starbucks drink, and he said that drink cost him $10 a drink. That's it. He drink it, it's gone, right? Our app, $9.99 a month. You got access the whole month, not just one drink. So our app costs as much as that Starbucks drink. That's what that is. All right. Thank everybody for supporting, and those who are going to continue to support, and new people, thank you for joining ahead of time. We get 10 people, 20 people to join tonight. It'd be beautiful. All right. So I know. Let me see. Let me get this up off the screen. Where's my screen? Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. All right. Good. All right. So let's start off. Let me start off with something else. Give me a second. Where are we at? All right. We are on the screen right here. Let me check this out. All right, let's start here. Body found believed to be missing 18-year-old. It's absolutely devastated. Let's go ahead and cue this up real quick, and let's just kind of check it out.
Desperate search for answers in Mississippi after the death of 18-year-old Nolan Wells. Authorities recovering a body believed to be the teen. Investigators and volunteers from the Cajun Navy spent the weekend urgently searching for Wells after he vanished from Horn Island on July 4th.
Nolan Wells was on a boat. He left from a private dock area in the Ocean Springs area and proceeded with his friends to Horn Island.
Wells was visiting the barrier island 10 miles from the Gulf Coast, boating with friends, last seen about 3 p.m. Saturday.
They left and went back without Nolan. From what we understand, he chose to stay there.
Later that night,
now, what kind of friend is that? You left without your friend? Come on now.
When he didn't return home, his mother reporting him missing to police, then quickly taking to social media, posting pictures of the teen, pleading for help finding him. The heartbreaking discovery made about 8:45 Monday morning when authorities say the Mississippi Community College wide receiver's suspected body was found in the water just off the shore. His mother writing, "His father, our family, friends, and I are absolutely devastated," describing Wells as a sweet son who was always willing to cheer and uplift others. Now, investigators say they suspect he drowned, but they're still interviewing friends who were with him as they work to pinpoint what exactly happened.
That's why we're still asking for information if anybody has any knowledge.
And that
all right. So listen what the police officer is saying here. He's asking for information. If my friend come up missing or something happened to my friend, I'm going to be the first one at the police station to say, hey, I got video, I got audio. Hey, he was talking to this one, that one. I saw him do this. I saw him do that. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't have to come find me or looking for me or putting out, hey, man, can y'all come talk to us? We want to find out what happened. That's funny. It's always some funny style stuff that's happening with black people. Always. I remember your story about a Jamaican guy and how, he got unalived going to the woods with them folks. And how many times have black people been in the job and they even say, hey, we're doing some deer hunting. You like to come? Hell no. Not going no woods with you. Sorry, I'm not. Well, it ain't gonna be no deer hunting. You gonna be hunting a black man. That's what you gonna be hunting. I'm never going to the woods with you. No. And the Jamaican dude, never get that story. He went to the woods with him, and guess what happened? Oh, well, he did this, and they had to defend themselves. Yeah, I bet they had to defend themselves. I bet you they did. Because, you know, somebody that's unalive can't talk. They can't defend themselves, right? They not here no more. So it's your word against theirs. Oh, okay, well, self-defense, okay. Most black Americans, well, not all, obviously, but a lot of black Americans know you do not go in the woods with them folks. You do not go in the water trips with them folks. You don't go by yourself. But you know what? Don't take my word for it, because I'm going to have an equal amount of advice tonight, right? I'm going to start off with a white woman and a black woman telling you. Let's start off with the white woman, because like I told y'all before, sometimes y'all don't accept it unless somebody white tell you, from the white community. And I appreciate white people from the white community. I really do, saying these things. I'm always appreciative of them. That's why you see me in the past interview white people from the white community, outside of a couple that I went back and forth with, and that was for a reason. I have no problem even interviewing them or whatever. Trust me.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all go over and visit Philip Scott at the Philip Scott Podcast. Link will be in the description. I'll be bringing y'all more on the Nolan Wells situation as we find out more about what happened to him. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please be careful out there. Get a grip.